Yeah, this journey overall it's been it's come with a lot of its own challenges. But I've had such an amazing support group of friends to back me up every step of the way. Like Nova and Liz in particular have just been absolutely incredible. Like I I love my girls. I love both of them so much. They've both been very supportive in their own ways, and I love them both. I love our little polycule. We're there for each other. But then I got friends um like Mori and Xessej, who I rooms with after I moved out of my grandmother's house. And keeping in mind, my grandmother is an extremely conservative woman, so I did not feel safe or comfortable. I didn't feel safe or comfortable correcting her when she dead named me. The only reason I was living with her at the time was purely out of necessity, because my ex and I had just gone our separate ways in a honestly rather ugly breakup. And I didn't have necessarily anywhere else to go. I couldn't move in with Xessej and Mori right away because I still had my cat Lulu, and Xessej is allergic to cats. So I could not have taken Lulu with me. So it was a bit of a So my only option at the time was to move in with my grandmother. And I'll be honest, I have a lot of great memories with that woman. I have a lot of great memories at her house. Living under her roof for those few months was absolute misery, because I had to basically anything that she said, like while watching the news, any comments that she made, I like obviously not directed at me. She never directed anything at me directly. But just like offhanded comments while watching the news or anything like that, I had to sit there and just take it. And like there was a point where I quietly just stopped eating dinner with them in the living room, and I just took my dinner to my room just because I couldn't sit there and keep listening to the things that she was saying. That all of that changed when I moved in with Mori and Xessej, and like because my cat Lulu passed away while I was still living, while I was living with my grandmother, and that ended up being the blessing in disguise that I very much needed in order to leave her home and go somewhere I knew I would be safe, and that was with Morinoka and Xessej, and living with them. I think for a straight month after moving in with them, whenever I was home and wasn't at work, I'm not going to qualify this map, by the way. I know I'm not. Yeah, after a month, like for the first month of living with them, as soon as I got home, I felt comfortable enough to not just like dress femininely again, but I was literally walking around their apartment in my fucking underwear. Like, is it like I was wearing nothing but a bra and panties just around the apartment. And I knew I could do that because, one, we were already very good friends. We were already very close. And we already had a very high degree of respect for each other, and still do to this day. But I could literally walk around in nothing but a bra and panties around the apartment, and I knew I could feel safe and comfortable doing so in front of them. Because, like, in the best way possible, they didn't care. They didn't care that I had a big old bulge in my panties. That I was walking around showing that much skin. They didn't care. All they cared about is that I felt safe and I felt comfortable in their home, and they did such an amazing job of helping me feel that way. So I am... God, I'm actually getting emotional talking about this. I am eternally grateful to them for inviting me into their home and for letting me stay with them and just letting me exist. But yeah, like living with Morinoka and Xessej helped me feel the most me I think I'd ever felt in my entire life. So I want to say thank y'all to that. Oh, and there's another event mon. There's an event mon. That is a Phantom. You just got back and heard your name. I was just gushing about you and Mori and about how awesome y'all were while I was living with y'all.